You're walking down a street you've never seen before. The air feels familiar. The way the light hits the sidewalk, the sound of a distant car horn, everything seems strangely known. You stop, look around, and a thought hits you like a whisper. I've been here before. But you haven't. You know you haven't. So what just happened? This odd moment, eerie, fleeting, and hard to explain, is called déjà vu, French for already seen. It's one of the strangest experiences a person can have, a sudden, overwhelming sense that the present moment is being repeated, that what's happening right now has happened before. But what is déjà vu, really? For something so common, affecting an estimated two-thirds of people, it's surprisingly difficult to study. Déjà vu is spontaneous, unpredictable, and over in seconds. You can't recreate it in a lab easily. You can't measure it with a stopwatch. And yet, people across cultures and ages report the same strange sensation: familiarity without memory. So let's look at some of the leading theories. One of the most accepted explanations involves a kind of glitch in the brain's memory system. Our brain constantly processes information at lightning speed, gathering sensory details, recognizing patterns, comparing them to stored memories. Most of the time, this happens flawlessly, but sometimes the wires cross. Imagine your brain mistakenly files a moment as a memory the instant it happens. Suddenly, what you're seeing feels familiar, not because it is, but because your brain has labeled it already known. It's a memory that never really happened, a false echo in the system. Another theory suggests a brief lag between two neural processes. Maybe your brain takes in information through multiple pathways: visual, auditory, spatial, and if one signal arrives just slightly before the other, the second one might feel like a repeat. The moment plays twice, milliseconds apart, but your brain experiences it as déjà vu. Some scientists think it's about pattern recognition. Our brains are excellent at detecting subtle similarities between new situations and stored memories. You may not consciously remember the smell of a room you visited 10 years ago or the angle of light in a photograph you once saw, but your brain does. When you encounter something vaguely similar, it lights up those same circuits, creating a sense of eerie familiarity without a clear source. Then there's the dual processing theory, which suggests that the brain's short-term and long-term memory systems briefly sync out of order. The information goes to long-term memory before short-term memory processes it. The result: you think you've experienced something before because technically your brain told you so. Of course, more exotic explanations exist too. Some have suggested past lives, or that déjà vu is evidence of parallel universes, where different versions of ourselves live out slightly different timelines, and déjà vu is a moment where those timelines briefly overlap. It's a captivating idea, but science hasn't found any concrete evidence to support it. Interestingly, déjà vu tends to happen more often to younger people, usually between ages 15 and 25, and declines with age. It's more common when you're tired, stressed, or in unfamiliar places. Some people even report more frequent déjà vu when they're deeply absorbed in thought or highly creative. But what makes déjà vu so fascinating isn't just that it happens, it's the feeling it leaves behind. A ripple in reality. A moment when time feels less linear, less certain. Like a glitch in the matrix. Like your brain briefly stepped outside of the present. Science continues to explore its causes, but maybe part of its magic lies in the fact that it can't quite be pinned down. Déjà vu reminds us that the brain is still full of mystery, that even the most ordinary moment can suddenly feel extraordinary, and that sometimes reality doesn't need to make perfect sense to be deeply felt. So the next time it happens, when that strange wave of familiarity washes over you, pause for a second. You might not know exactly why it's happening, but in that moment, you're brushing up against something beautifully, wonderfly unknown.
The sweeping insensitivity